everybody, it's Honest John again. Now, back in the 50s when I was a young kid, there was a big furor about comic books. And the adults were convinced that it was comic books that were destroying the youth of America, making us more violent and prone to crime. And politicians made speeches about it. And they set up commissions. And they even enacted a comics code that limited what could be published in comic books, which made them really suck. Later on, those same concerns arose about TV, movies, and rock and roll music. And they were all bullshit. But from time to time, these concerns resurface. During the 90s, it was rap music that was ruining the kids and making them more violent. Now it's video games. But even as an 8-year-old, I could read a comic book and I never felt any overwhelming urge to engage in violence. And I've never felt any compulsion to commit a violent crime after watching a TV show or a movie or listening to a song, whether it was heavy metal or rap. Now, elevator music, that's a different story. And though I'm not a gamer myself, I'm not really worried about being murdered by some kid after he's finished playing Grand Theft Auto. Those concerns have been around for years, but what has changed in this country is the availability of guns. We actually have more guns than people in this country. And because the gun lobby has carved out huge loopholes into our gun laws, it's a lot easier for people who really shouldn't have guns to get them. And because a lot of gun owners are not very careful about securing their guns, they very often wind up in the hands of their children. So now, led by the students at Parkland High School and other places, there is a full-on effort to get some sensible gun safety measures enacted. And I guarantee you that the politicians will try to distract from it by bringing up violence in video games and TV and movies and TV shows with violence in them. But the whole world plays those same video games and watches TV shows and movies. And the whole world doesn't have a problem with the kind of violence that we do. The whole world doesn't have mass murders the way we do. And the politicians will talk about mental illness, even as they cut funds for its treatment and enact laws that make it easier for mentally ill people to get a hold of guns. But every country in the world has mentally ill people in it, and they don't have the problems with violence and gun and mass murder that we do. We are the country that is flooded with guns. We are the country where it's easiest to get them, and we are the country that is plagued with gun violence and mass murder. And no amount of distraction will change that fact. Thanks for listening. Hey, thanks for watching my videos. And I want you to keep on doing that. Just not on YouTube. If you look down in the description box, you're going to see 2 new links there. One is to my Patreon page, the other one is to a site called Top Buzz. Now on Top Buzz, they're letting me monetize my video, and they're not even ads on them. So I'd like you to get in the habit of watching my videos there. Or you can go to my Patreon page, and if you want to become a supporter, that would be great. If you don't, you can still watch my videos there. But for me, YouTube is no longer worth bothering with. It's just a launching pad that I use to put my videos other places on the net. So I do want you to keep on watching my videos, but not on YouTube.